Hello, ladies. I'm Charlene Favorite, the Fascinating Life. You may also see me under the hashtag The Mindful Mom on Instagram. I am doing another video to finish out this series that I'm doing. If you've been following, we're covering the top 8 principles that will make you and your husband happy, bring the spark back into your marriage, and becoming one. The whole idea around the fascinating wife is to bring peace into your home, love into your relationships, and joy into your hearts. So I hope to inspire you to do one of those 3 things, or maybe all of them at the same time. The topic that I am covering today is the 5th principle. If you've been following along with me, I actually have some notes here, and this video goes along with a blog post that I'll be posting and I'm reading from today. So the topic is this 5th principle of how to participate in daily activities with your husband. Just activities in general. It can range from big activities like planning a trip or even smaller activities like watching a movie together in each other's arms at the same time. So when we are dating, men and women participate in recreational and enjoyable activities. After a few years of marriage and sometimes even a few months of marriage, life settles in and its responsibilities set in, and the fun and play gets sucked right out of the marriage. I see it happen so often, and I hear about it too from a lot of older couples. So there are so many priorities that claim the time of couples, such as work, housework, yard work, children, volunteer responsibilities, extended families, organizations. All of these claim the time of couples who are now married. I would hear women say that marriage is on the top of their priority list. But if I were to ask what they do to plan fun in the marriage, they probably won't be too sure. If you feel like you're no longer the same or into the same things, there are still activities you can find that you both enjoy. It is okay to grow older and grow with someone in a marriage where you're not interested in the same activities anymore. It just takes some work to discover the new activities that you're into and to plan it effectively around your schedule. Couples still have to date after marriage. That is so important to remember. Couples have to date even after marriage. Okay, so when you get dressed up and you go out to dinner with your hubby, you are still dating one another. So call it what it is. It's a date. I still use that term very frequently with my husband. Every night I'm saying, yes, I can't wait to go on the date with you. Even if we're just sitting in the living room with a nice picnic basket or just sitting on the covers in the living room and watching a movie together. Still a date night for me. Start a club with friends or plan a trip. Take a course together if you'd like. It may take a lot to think of something that can work around your schedules, but thinking of something is going to be vital in the 8 principles that you're establishing. So some couples like sporting activities, for example. You can go to the gym together. Some like museums or art shows. Some like cooking together. You can take a cooking class. Some like shopping together for collectible antique items. It just depends what you two are mutually together in and what you find interesting mutually, and that's the key word, mutually. You want it to be mutual. So find an activity that you guys can enjoy together, and make sure that you don't put any stigma of right and wrong on how you are spending time together. There is no right or wrong way to spend time together. You just spend time, and make sure that you both like it. So in that example, I want to give an example. If you are a woman who's into shopping, don't drag your husband out if he's not into shopping just like you. It's going to be agonizing and it's not going to be as fun and enjoyable as you would want it to be. You want it to be an activity where both of you are laughing together and you can say when you're finished the activity that you both had a great time together and you feel like your inner souls have intertwined and the love has sparked in a new way, right? So if your husband likes golfing, for example, you don't want to consider doing golfing because you won't be interested in it and it's not going to be an activity that you two mutually enjoy and love. So keep that in mind when you're looking up activities or thinking about it. Both of you change as you age, and that is completely normal. I don't want you to think that because you are changing in your age and you're changing in your interests, that you're no longer compatible. That's not the case. Sometimes just things get in the way. Um, Remember that. So your interests will change as it should. I've been with my husband for years now, and there's things that I was into in the beginning of our marriage that I no longer even consider something that I enjoy doing. There's a lot of new things that I've picked up personally. And so you have to understand that balance. But at the end of the day, we still have activities that we mutually love to do together, and that is laughing. And so we do activities that make us laugh together. Marriage is like a living organism, as crazy as it sounds. What you may have liked to do in your 30s are not going to be the same as what you like to do in your 50s. And that's okay. Let's say you used to like to go on camping trips. Maybe now, even though it's only been 2 years past, maybe camping or the idea of it is just a little bit taxing now. So find something that you both enjoy. Um, and you can always resurrect old activities depending on what they are and making sure that you two both love it. You can always find new activities on Pinterest. That is a wonderful place to start. If you type in something as simple like activities to do as couples, you'll find different things on there, and you can actually categorize what you two are into. So if it's sporting activities, for example, you can put sporting activities to do for couples inside of the search engine and see what's there. There's many articles out nowadays. Use the internet to your advantage. At the top, not at the top, I want you to make a list. And at the top, I want you to write on there activities hubby and I may enjoy together. Do some research, look some things up, and if you see an activity that you and your husband will both like to do together, write that down on the list. If you've been following and if you've been making a list according to the other videos I've been making about the principles, you should have like a set binder or journal to put things in. That's just going to help you keep everything organized, and it's for your eyes only, so you can write in it as much as you want. But in this particular list, you're just going to be making sure that you put activities in there that you both will enjoy. If you have children, this doesn't mean that you have to exclude the children. You can include the children in your activities together because you're still spending time. But for this purpose, if you want to put specific date topics or date ideas or date activities that you want to do, maybe put a little heart next to it to include or to show or symbolize that this is something for you and hubby to do alone. And I think that will bring a lot of comfort to those who are questioning where they are with their husbands or in their marriage as new responsibilities arise. So fill that list up, and I would love for you to share a little bit about what you do to keep activities flowing for your marriage. If you find that you are at a roadblock and don't know what activities to really look towards, you can again go to Pinterest, and that will definitely help you, or talk to some other women who you know do activities with their husbands and see how they manage, and just come together and talk about that. Make sure that you're basing your friendships off of things that are going to grow you as well. And so if you have solid friendships, you have friendships with other women who are able to pour into you and give you tips and ideas, why not take it, right? Okay, I'll talk to you soon in another video. Bye.